Alright, chat, let's get into the trade I took today. Took a winning trade today, and let's get straight into it. Forex Factory. Trump is, I guess he's speaking right now. I don't know if he's still speaking, but no news really to wait on at least. Let's get into the day. So, going over pre-market analysis right here. Market structure, you can't really see most of it. There you go. Market structure on the 1 hour and 4 hour is bearish. On the NQ, the 4 hour has a big bullish fair value gap. Blank, blank, blank. If you want to flip bullish, we have trendline liquidity that has built up, and we also have all-time highs. I have a neutral bias leaning towards bullish, but that is against the high time frame trend. I'm going to react on what the market wants to do. So you can kind of see what I was talking about. The 4 hour. So, I mean, this is what we were looking at coming into market open. Okay, so during this candle, we're in this 4 hour gap like I mentioned. So we're kind of, like, this is after the fact, after reviewing, but we're kind of in like this range condition where, on the 4 hour we're in this price range where price can react off, but also we're in this bearish trend, and on the 1 hour we're in this 1 hour gap. So like I should have expected rangy type of conditions, but yeah, that's something to learn from today. And so yeah, I mean we're kind of flipping bearish right now after these multiple 4 hour candles have been formed. We're closing below lows on the hourly. I mean, you can see we're closing below these lows. You have candle closure right here. Pretty big gap we made. So yeah. So before this even tapped into this fair value gap, this is kind of what I wanted to see. So I had a condition coming into the day. If I wanted to be bearish, I wanted to see some sort of imbalance like this get filled. So I want to see this imbalance get filled either way, if we're bullish or bearish. Because I mean, if we're bullish, obviously we want to run past this and then target more draws, or we can even target this draw on liquidity, which is this imbalance. But yeah, either way, I wanted to see this imbalance get filled. Either side, bearish or bullish. So since we're bearish, or our trade was a short, I need to see this imbalance get filled, seeing a reaction off of that, have a reason for us to go lower, taking out this high, and yeah, taking out this high, market open, we pushed up, see a reaction on it, we see nice volume, nice displacement, nice reaction. That's what I really liked. I was like, okay, pretty convincing to me. If we want to go lower, what is our ideal draw on liquidity? Would be this low. And this is also not another thing to learn from, is this draw on liquidity. Was it really like the best? Not really, because it could be a protected low. We are in this gap. It is a low inside of a fair value gap on the high time frame. So that was the one thing in this trade where I was like, okay, this is probably the only like iffy thing about this trade. When I was in the trade, I said that. So I was like, okay, but I still overall like the trade idea. I like the trade itself, and if this loss, I was going to be okay. Like, that was the main thing. Like, I was talking to myself during the trade. If this loss, would I be mad at myself, or would I be, would I be satisfied, or I don't know the word, be cool with it, So I came to the conclusion. I was like, you know what? I won't be mad at myself if this trade lost. So the entry monitor was just based on this 5-minute gap getting filled. I limit ordered that, and I'm moving towards, for the time being, I'm just taking executions on the 5-minute, but I usually, not until recently, I started limit ordering fair value gaps, and I really like it because it can offer you a better RR, which in turn, or it gives you a better, yeah, risk to reward really, and that's the main thing. And I guess it can really help me not try to force a trade because, let's say if I got an entry down here, I probably would have got a 1-to-1. Oh yeah, also it actually helps me have a stop loss that makes sense. That is a point of invalidation because, I mean, if we got an entry down here, first of all, our RR is screwed. Let's say we put our stop, I mean, that's not even a 1-to-1. Even though it's a good stop loss, I love that stop loss, but like I don't like the RR. And yeah, and I might as well just, like, I got a 1.5 R. I like that. And I really could have just put it right here too, and like, look at that, that's a 2.6 R. But just to be safe, I put it all the way at these highs, because if we are bearish, we shouldn't reach this high. We're gonna retrace maybe a little bit then, but if we're truly bearish and we want to take out this low, then we should go to that low without having to go all the way to take out these highs. And in certain circumstances, that's gonna happen. Just, unfortunately, that's gonna happen. But for the most part, it shouldn't take out this high, especially after seeing a displacement out of this gap. So that's what I've been liking, limit ordering 5-minute gaps. I don't think, no, that's not going to be my only entry. It just literally depends. Like, let's say we get a retracement and then, I don't know, 5-minute displacement candle and there's no need to like retrace again, then I'll take that 5-minute closure. But I guess for the most part, my entry model is waiting for a retracement after seeing some displacement. Even though I just said, like, that might not be the case all the time. It just, I need to show an example to show what I'm talking about. But anyways, yeah, that was what the trade was based on. I kind of went over everything. Break even point was at this low. I mean, we can go on the 1 minute. But yeah, came in this 1 minute gap, saved us. It looked nice. I love that reaction. Nice. And then we pushed back up again. Good thing we didn't take out this low before we pushed back, because we would have been stopped out of break even. But love this reaction again, inversing this 1 minute gap, and then we can just play it out right now. Went break even at that low. Now the trade is risk free. All the stress and all the whatever the thoughts are gone. Now it's risk free, nothing to lose. And then boom, it got hit. And as you can see, we literally bottom ticked it. I mean, that was the lowest price went for the whole day. So yeah, there's always things to learn from. That's what I learned from today, is making sure to read, to have more awareness and what type of day it could be. Like, could it be rangy and whatnot? Last thing I want to go over is some questions. So what did your routine look like leading to the trade? So essentially just, that means, like, what am I, like, did I wake up at a good time? Did I set conditions for myself before the trading day? Did I read the high time frames right? All that, making sure I'm aligned with everything, know what I want to see, what I'm looking for, things like that. So I did pretty well doing that. How do I feel during the trade? Like I said, I mentioned early in the video, I said to myself, if this trade doesn't pan out, then there's nothing to be mad at myself for. And that should be every trade. Shouldn't worry about the result, because I should be happy I did my part in taking the trade when I'm supposed to. How did you feel after the trade? I felt good, because everything was aligned with what I wanted to see. I set a condition for myself. I was prepared. And sure, the outcome of the trade was great, but I really can't fixate on the outcome. So that was really what I wanted to go over for the trade I took. And yeah, I don't really know how I make these videos pretty long. I wish I was just like done in 5 minutes, but I want to make sure I get everything I want to say out the way. This is my first trade of the month. Yeah, my first trade of the month. So yeah, just really just focusing on taking great trades and not focus on the outcome. So it's gonna be it for me. Market just closed, and yep, God bless.